Let's get something straight, right now. Courage is not hype. It's not yelling at the top of your lungs. It's not pretending you're fearless, like some kind of superhero. Real courage. It's doing the thing, even when your hands are shaking, your voice cracks, and every single part of your mind is screaming for the safety of your comfort zone. Think about it. Most people don't lack talent. They don't lack intelligence. They lack courage. Why? Because courage is expensive. It's one of the most costly things you can invest in. It costs you comfort. It costs you approval from others. It costs you old versions of yourself that you've grown used to. And honestly, most people just aren't willing to pay that price. They'd rather stay where it's safe, where it's predictable. Here's the truth nobody likes to hear. Fear never goes away. You don't just beat fear one day and it's gone forever. That's a myth. What you do is, you outgrow it. You outgrow it by acting in spite of it. Again and again. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the refusal to let fear be the one making your decisions. Every single meaningful life you look up to, every person you admire for their achievements, was built by someone who was scared out of their mind and moved anyway. We have this tendency to glamorize courage, don't we? We think of it like a movie moment. The dramatic music swells. There's a slow motion shot. Applause. A standing ovation. But real, everyday courage is quiet. It's almost invisible. It's waking up an hour earlier to work on your dream when no one's there to clap for you. It's saying no to something that drains you, even when saying yes would have kept everyone happy and made you comfortable. It's telling the truth when a little white lie would have been so much easier. Real courage is walking away from what's familiar, from a job or a relationship you know is killing your potential, even though the unknown is terrifying. It's staying disciplined and showing up for yourself long after the initial motivation has disappeared. Courage is starting over from scratch when your ego is screaming, "That'll make you look weak." Or what will people think? And let me be ruthless for just a second. If you keep choosing comfort over courage, day in and day out, you lose the right to complain about a life that feels small and unfulfilling. Comfort shrinks you. It makes your world smaller and smaller until you're trapped. Courage, on the other hand, stretches you. And yes, stretching hurts. It's uncomfortable. But that's where the growth is. If you look back on life, you'll find that most regrets don't come from failure. People don't regret trying and falling flat on their faces nearly as much as they regret not trying at all. They regret not speaking up when they had something important to say. They regret not taking that chance, not applying for that job, not asking that person out. They regret not leaving a bad situation sooner. They regret not believing in themselves when it mattered the most. Courage is the single thing that separates a life of "I wish I had" from a life of "I'm so glad I did." And no, waiting until you feel ready doesn't work. Ready is a lie. It's a lie your fear tells you to keep you stuck right where you are. You don't become courageous and then, magically, you start to act. It's the other way around. You act, you take the first scary step, and then courage shows up to meet you there. That's how it works. It always has. Now, this next part is where it gets really uncomfortable. When you choose courage, you will lose people. I need you to hear that. You will lose people. Not because you became a worse person, but because you became a braver one. Some people in your life benefit from the version of you that plays small. The you that doesn't rock the boat. Your courage, your growth. It threatens their excuses. It shines a light on the fact that they are choosing to stay put. So when you start to change, they'll get defensive. They'll say, "You're different now." They'll tell you, "You've changed," as if it's a bad thing. They'll get uncomfortable around you. And you know what? Good. Let them. Courage means choosing your future over their comfort. You were not born to be universally liked by everyone. You are born to become the person you are truly capable of being. And that's why courage is a daily practice. It isn't one big, heroic moment that defines you for the rest of your life. It's the small, seemingly insignificant daily decisions that you stack on top of each other over time. It's having that one hard conversation you've been avoiding. It's doing that one uncomfortable workout when you'd rather be on the couch. It's taking one honest look in the mirror and admitting what needs to change. It's taking one single step forward instead of making another excuse. You build courage the exact same way you build muscle. By putting it under pressure. If you avoid pressure, if you avoid resistance, you stay weak. But if you embrace it, you grow stronger. And here's the part that should really wake you up. The pain of courage is temporary. The discomfort of that hard conversation or that scary decision will fade. But the pain of regret, that lasts a lifetime. So please, stop waiting for permission. No one is coming. No one is going to knock on your door and give you permission to live bravely. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not society. Courage means you decide for yourself. I don't need anyone's approval to pursue my own potential. The moment your internal question shifts from, "What will they think?" to "What will it cost me if I don't do this?" is the moment your entire life begins to change. Because the real danger in life isn't failing. The real danger is staying exactly where you are for years and calling it safe. Here's the final truth. Choosing courage will make your life harder in the short term and infinitely better in the long run. It will challenge you. It will expose your weaknesses. It will force you to grow, whether you like it or not. But in return, courage gives you things that comfort never can. It gives you self-respect. It gives you a deep, unshakable confidence that can't be bought. And most importantly, it gives you a life that you don't feel the need to escape from. So stop waiting to feel fearless. It's never going to happen. Start moving while you're afraid, because fear, when you listen to it for too long, becomes a prison. But fear, when you face it, becomes your fuel. Be courageous! Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when it's easy. Now. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more. See you in the next one.